So welcome. Today we're going to do a little bit of maintenance and replace the line on my Origin LTD Baitcaster right now. This one it's pretty dirty. I want to do a line change on it, so we're going to go ahead and get this one started. So the way I do this for my line change, I usually, if I'm going to clean it, I don't change the line out, but I'm not a fan of the line that's on here right now. I'm going to switch it out to some braid. I got some 15-pound braid that I'm going to use on it, so we're going to go ahead and get that line off of there too. The way I get the line off of mine is I just grab a skewer stick, simple little skewer stick, and I will take the line that's on there, just get it started on the stick. I don't tie it or anything else specific. I just do it so it catches. It will get to the point where you see it catches there. That's all I'm looking for. We'll go ahead and hit the bait so I'm not going against the bearings, or the drag I should say. It's just a matter of waiting now. I will take a break. Make sure my drill's not getting too hot, because I don't want to burn my drill out in the process. Okay, we're really close to it now, so I'm going to go a little bit slower. There we go. Just snapped off the end, so all done. Now I'll just take that and toss it. So now I got my reel apart. Go ahead and open it up. Well, it's not too dirty in there. I was expecting worse, to be honest with you. Go ahead and pull it out. It's really not looking too bad in there. The outside of it looks really nasty dirty, so. Okay. I got some Q-tips here, and I got some alcohol. I'm going to put a little bit of alcohol in this bucket, in this thing here, so I can easily dip into it. What I'm going to do is clean off some of the areas in here that got some heavy grease in them. You can see that that Q-tip is already taking on some pretty good dirt. All in all, I'm surprised how clean this one really is, considering I haven't done it for the season, but it's actually pretty clean in there. Go around here and clean up the drum here. Not too much in there. Pretty nice. Oh, oof, nasty, dirty. I like using the alcohol because it dries real easy. Actually, not too bad. A little bit of gunk around there. Let me get another clean one. Dab it. Get that paint. I want to get that old grease out of there. I'm going to put some fresh stuff in there. I'm not going to pull the bearing out right now. Cool. I am going to take this over to the sink real quick and give it a good scrubbing so it looks a little bit cleaner. Okay. Much better looking. Running pretty smooth. There's still a little bit in that. Not too bad there. Okay. Little spots that you can't get in there. Actually pretty clean. Okay. So what I'm using here is the pen angler pack that I bought at Bass Pro Shop. They do have this on Amazon. I'll put a link down below to this. Keep in mind any links that I put down below that take you to Amazon, I do get a small residual fee on that. If you click on it through my link, it helps support the channel. So I got my oils, I got my grease. I'm gonna put a little bit, this comes with a handy little paintbrush. I'm gonna put a little bit of grease on that bottom bearing. And this is the tiniest dab of oil. Get into that bearing down there. Not much. I don't want to put a whole lot of oil in there. I'm going to put a little bit of tiny little dab of grease on the end of this. Cool. Help if I put it in the right way. Very good. With a good spin. So I got a little bit of grease, like I said, on the outside of this bearing, of this shaft. Go ahead and put the cover back on. Lock it up. Okay, and the last thing I'm going to do is get a little bit down onto the worm gear and work that in. I like that. Cool. So it's clean, good enough. I'll give it a good cleaning. I want just to get through the rest of the season here. I'll give it a good cleaning. Maybe into the November, December time frame. Once the fishing slows down, I like to put these back in. If I don't put them back in there, I lose them. Oh! Okay. Clean up. Always clean up. Get your stuff out of the way. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and rewind it. I like using the spider wire easy braid. This is 15 pound. It's like the 15 pound test. This may be the last roll I get off of here. I'm not sure. I'm thinking, I don't think I'll have enough to do another reel. I've already done it on one reel on here. So what I'm going to do first is get it onto the reel. Okay. So what I'm going to do with this one is feed it through. Bring it back out the hole here. I know there's better ways to do this, but I'm an idiot. Maybe I'm impatient. Oh. I wrap it around a couple times around the spool till it catches. Tie just a overhand knot in it. And that's enough to catch it. Then I cut the tag. Okay. So that's enough to catch it. Put the spool back in. Make sure I'm not catching any of the line. Okay. I touched it, so I want to make sure I got enough grease that it didn't rub any grease off. Tiny little dab on there. Lock the cover back on. Pull it tight. There, I got it started on there. So now I'm going to go ahead and use my Berkeley winder. I know there's other ways to do it. This is just super easy as far as I'm concerned. The way this works, the two arms come out, stretches out. Inside the back, I just poke a hole. It's big enough through there. Shoop. There. So now I'm ready to reel. Now what I'll do here is just make sure that I get a good start on it. And once it's there, it's just a matter of reeling until I'm happy. You can do this with a Baitcaster. I'm gonna end up cutting myself on that. You can do this with a Baitcaster, open reel, whatever you want. This works for all of them. So super cool. I mean, I love it. I know there's other ways to do it, but that little thing on there holds the tension on it, so you get a nice tight reel, and it works pretty good. It's a really cool tool, the Portable Line Spooling Station by Berkeley. Again, I will put a link in there. I'm sure they sell these off of Amazon. I bought this at, I want to say at a rummage sale? Estate sale? I don't know. But they sell quite a bit of these. Sure, at Bass Pro Shops, Amazon. I don't like to go all the way up on my reel. I like to go maybe just a little bit more than this because I usually end up unspooling them before. Probably could stop there because I may have enough even for another spool in there. I give myself enough room for backlashing, which I seem to do a lot. All right, I'm gonna leave it right there. You can see I'm not quite up to the top of the spool, but I'm getting close to it. So I'm gonna leave it right there. What I like to do, I still got some line left. So I'm gonna go ahead and tape that right there. And cut it there. So this just pulls out. And my reel is spooled. Spooled? Lined? Well, whatever. So that's that. Like I said, this just comes off then. I got enough line. Maybe I have enough for another one. I'll keep it. We'll see. I might be enough to get maybe a 3/4 of a wind on there. So then it just collapses down. That, and then this goes into the back there. And we're done. Pretty quick, pretty simple. I got a freshly wound reel that's nice and clean and ready to catch some fish that I can't seem to ever catch. So cool. Short but quick video here. We're still kind of recovering from Hurricane Helen that came through, so I wanted to get something up and done onto the channel. I haven't been able to get some quality content. I still have the bass boat out in the shop that I'm going to start working on right now. We're just finishing up some cleanup and trying to grab some supplies from all over the place. So with that said, I hope you enjoyed the content. Please subscribe and keep a lookout on the channel. We will be getting back to the bass boat really quick here. Until then, happy fishing.